Okay. What would you say to maybe to live anywhere?
No, I'm just joking. This is actually your teacher, Mr. Hernandez. Yeah. So, anyways, welcome back to astronomy. Sorry that you think I'm Batman now. It was all a fabrication of the truth. Um, anyways, so the last video we talked about the syllabus, which is completely new and exciting, and no teacher in history has ever gone over the syllabus on the first day. So a couple of things that we talked about in the syllabus were our daily activities, which we called bell ringers, and the online homework, which we called a quest assignment. So I want to go through both of those in this video, just show you how to log on, get you set up with Quest, show you where you're going to find this stuff. It's all located in Schoology. So we'll go through and I'll just kind of do some quick navigation with Schoology just so you know where things are, how to find things in my class. I know every teacher does it a little bit different, even though we all use the same platform. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Schoology. Now, if by chance you don't remember how to get to Schoology, or your phone doesn't have it saved, or you're on somewhere else where you have no idea how to get to the Schoology page, please, please, please do not just do a Google search looking for Schoology, because you will get lost in all the different schools and classes that have Schoology. So it's way easier and more funneled if you just go to Grosse Pointe South's website, right? You can Google Grosse Pointe South if you don't know how to get there. That'll come up right away. From the home page, there's this thing called web links, and it has a link right to Grosse Pointe's Schoology page. So you can just click it, log in, without having to do, I'm from this district and this school and this general region. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just go to your school's website, click on Schoology, and that'll bring up your courses. So you're going to want to click on your astronomy course, since this is astronomy, and that should bring you up something that looks like this. Now, yours is going to be a little bit different. So mine has a lot of extra folders that are not published yet because I'm the teacher. I know it's weird. It surprises me every day, but each folder is for each unit. So this first unit is just the Welcome to Astronomy. Inside each of these units are subfolders. I know, folders within folders, and then there's folders within those folders. Really crazy. So this first one, what you're going to want to do is click on bell ringers. Alright, so it's not what I clicked on. I clicked on bell ringer, and then the quest opened. That was weird. Toast in the machine. Okay, so for every unit, there'll be a list of bell ringers that are associated with those units, and it's just questions based on the notes and things that we've done in class, labs, discussions, projects, stuff like that. So this first one is on the syllabus, right? So the information that we got from the last video. So its title is Quest ID. I always start the bell ringer with the date. So when this video was made, the first bell ringer was January 21st, 2020. Hopefully that doesn't date me too much, but that's the first video. So when you're looking for bell ringers and you're looking for which one to do, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're on the right unit. Then you want to look at the date, which should be on the whiteboard somewhere, where it says date. Or you can look at your phone, or you can look at, your watch, or whatever, just so that you know what date it is, or just generally ask me, and I will tell you so that you know which bell ringer to do. So then you can go ahead and click it, and it'll bring up the question. There is a time limit on each of these. It's 5 minutes, so make sure that you're not playing around too much, because once you log in, that timer starts. And if you get kicked off, the timer continues. It doesn't stop just because you exit out of it. So make sure you answer the question as soon as you open it, just so that you don't get timed out. Anyway, so this one, what's the unique quest number? Hopefully you got that right off the front of the syllabus from the last video, and you got that right, and you got a little green star that says, hey, you got it right. If not, shame, shame. I know your name. Okay, so after you've gone through that, you've done the bell ringers. A couple other things that are helpful in each unit. There is a link for notes. You click on the notes. There's always a PDF version, so the paper handout that I have given you in case you want to go back and print it off. There's a link that says note videos. Inside there it's notes, so here's a video of the video I made last time. And then you have a folder for assignments. Later on, there'll be an additional folder for quizzes. So for each unit, you'll have a certain amount of quizzes depending on how long the units are. And that's where you're going to have your grades for your individual quizzes. Okay, so going back, done that. All right, you did your bell ringer. Hopefully you did it in class. If not, that would have been a great opportunity to do it. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to the Quest login. So unless you've had me before, you probably do not have a University of Texas login. So our homework goes through the University of Texas. So if you go ahead and click on that link, it's going to open this up for you. Hopefully it doesn't say that you need to activate it. It should just say your ID and password. Now, you do not have an ID yet. Your school ID does not work for the University of Texas. We're not directly associated with the state of Texas, but our online homework goes through that university. So in order to get that, what you need to do is underneath where it says login, there's a link that says I need a UTE ID. So you're going to go ahead and click that and click continue, and it's going to bring you up a list of stuff. So the answer, 99% sure, will all be no for you. So you're not applying to Texas, at least not yet anyway. You probably don't have any kids that are going to Texas, at least not yet anyway. You probably haven't taken classes at Texas, and you probably don't work for Texas, right? So those should all be no. So just click no, then hit continue. All right, this next part asks for a lot of information. You do not need to fill all of it in. The only thing that you need to do is your first name, your last name, your date of birth, and your email address. So make sure that you put your school email address. Don't put like your Google email address for your your Xbox or PlayStation. Okay, I don't need to know sweetshooter59 at google.com. All right, I just want to know what your school email address is, which is your student ID at gpschools.org. Once you've done that, it won't let me continue because I'm not typing in all the information, but I took screenshots of all this stuff for you, and it's in the notebook file. All right, so once you've done all that, it's going to ask you for some security questions. So make sure that you do this with fidelity, which just means like in case you ever lose your password or your username, you can recover it. Password, please make it your school password. That way you can remember it. In case you forget it, I can say, hey, it's your school password. Don't make one up. And you know what? While I'm talking about this, let me just do this again as if I wasn't. What the heck has happened? Use my mouse. Fill all this stuff in. My birthday is in July 21st. I was born in the year 1921. Yeah, I'm that old. 99. What's up? All right. Email. Here's my school email. Again, you don't need to fill all this information, even though Google filled it in for me. Hit continue. And then here's all our reset questions. So I'll go ahead and, you know, fill these in. So what's your first pet's name? My first pet's name is Ava. What was your first job? James. I don't know what that means. You have to fill in all three of these. I'm just going to make some stuff up. I was a chimney sweep. I was not a chimney sweep. This is not like my actual information. I don't want to give you my information in case you try to steal my identity and become me and have all the privileges that I have, which are not a lot. I'm a teacher. Yeah. Okay, story question number 3. What was your favorite sport as a teenager? I was on the crew. I don't know what that is, but I was doing it and I did it amazing. Okay, hit continue. It's going to ask you for a password. Again, use your school ID. 7-11-88-57. Oh man, I already forgot what I typed. Anyways, just make a password. Get yourself a password in. I would say school password. And then the next part is very important. It gives you your ID. It'll tell you what your UTID is. It'll say it at the top. Make sure you write that down somewhere. All right? Don't lose that. And what it'll be like the first 2 initials of your name and then like 5 numbers afterwards. Make sure you get that done. After you have done that, am I doing on time? Oh, this is a really long video. I'm sorry, but this stuff is really important. Normally my video is only like 5 minutes long, but there's a lot of information in this one. All right. So once you get logged in, get your ID and your password. What you're going to want to do, it's going to want to register or enroll in some courses. So request enrollment. Our course ID again is here. If this is a different year, again, this number may be different. And then just request enrollment. That sends me a notification that you are requesting to be in my class, and all I have to do is accept it, which I should do the very first day. If you're doing this another time, like not the first day, shoot me an email just so that I know that you requested. It doesn't send me an email when I have new requests. It only lets me know when I log in. Okay. While you're waiting for me to request, to approve your request for my online homework, go back to this online homework page on the main materials page. And request online homework. You'll see something that says Quest ID, username, and password. You're going to click on that. Under the assignment, you'll see a Google Doc that is linked. If you're doing this from your phone or from a different computer, you might have to link your Google Drive to your Schoology account if it's not already done. Then what you're going to want to do is that UTID, you're going to type that in, and then type in whatever your password is, and then submit that assignment. What that does is if you ever lose or forget your ID and password, you can just click on that assignment, and it'll tell you what it is. That way you always have it, and it'll be digital, so you won't be lost or forgotten. This is your first classwork assignment. It's worth 5 points just for doing what I had you do before, so please do that, and do it as soon as possible. Okay, so now hopefully you've gotten your approval. You've done this. You go back to the login page. You're going to want to close everything out. It's going to take you to this home page. Just exit out of it. Go back to the astronomy page. Go back to the Quest Online. Click the link again. And now you can log in using your name and password. Then you can log it. From there, you should have your first homework assignment. It should look like. Click on the wrong course. There it again. There you go. Semester assignment 0. All right, that's due at the end of this week. So it's just 10 questions on the syllabus. If you watch the syllabus video, you should be set. Online homework, this is unique for every person. So the question that you get is the same, but different numbers or different order as another person. So it's very hard to just tell your buddy, hey, question number 2, the answer is B, because they are different. These are not timed, so you can start something, answer one question, then exit out of it and go back. You don't have to do the whole thing in one sitting. It works out pretty well. I've had a lot of success with this. Hopefully, you don't hate it too much. All right, so that wraps it up. Again, I'm sorry this video was so much longer, but there's a lot of nuts and bolts that kind of need to be gone through so that everyone knows how to log in. If you're still struggling or don't know what to do or need help with this later on, just let me know. Yeah, all right, good times. I will catch you later. Goodbye.